Yes, 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 yes. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Fresh Friday. Man, that feels good, Liam, to be saying.
It's been so long. It's been so long. Oh, wow.
How are you doing, buddy?
Yeah, good. I'm good. Nick Rayburn in chat has already acknowledged the elephant and says elephants have udders. Well, I think they do. I think they do.
Who said
What
it
do
was
you
a
think?
female?
Oh,
I think they do. I think well, in the world of animation and definitely NFTs, anything is possible. That's one of the topics that we might talk about today. So good comment. Keep them coming in. We are live across Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and good old LinkedIn. It's the first time we've been on LinkedIn.
it happened,
Hallelujah.
people.
It happened. We've been live streaming for God knows 6 years, 7 years.
Yeah,
something like that. But the good old people at LinkedIn decided to give us the opportunity to go live. So whoever let us, your head is now on the chopping block.
Yeah. A lot can happen. We've got a couple of people in chat. Dan Creasy's like, mention me. So there you go, Dan. There's your mention. We've got Dion in chat as well. Hello, Dion. Good to see you. She said she's looking forward to this one. And Alberto's here. Hello, Alberto. Good to see you. And Nick Rayburn as well. So welcome, everyone.
Fresh.
Yeah, this is where the cool kids hang out. That's right, Nick.
It is.
This is where the cool kids hang out.
It is. We've got a lot to talk about. As you've seen by the heading above us, non-fungible talk is what we are talking about. All things NFTs and beyond. One thing to say before we begin, because I feel obliged to say this in the current climate that we are in. Everything we're about to say is two people having a discussion. There is not 1 ounce of financial advice going to be happening on Fresh Friday. And just to let you know why you shouldn't take any financial advice from me, I am drinking whiskey. I've just poured a whiskey, all right? Because this is going to get deep. Don't take me seriously, ladies and gentlemen, because everything we're about to say is practically nonsense, but hopefully we're going to go through it together.
Dion's already put a question I think everyone's wanting to know. Is this going to make you millions? No, Dion, it could make you billions.
Billions with a B. Yeah.
That is not financial advice either. Yeah, so
it's not. We've already caveated that. Yeah. So yeah, we've got quite a lot on today's agenda. There is no set time limit, so we're probably going to hang out here until everybody's left, essentially. And this is something that, as people, as tech enthusiasts, we thought we'd be in a position to talk about. It's definitely an open discussion, so please continue to get your comments in chat, because that might spin us into a different direction. Ask your questions. You know, we might not know all the answer, but we definitely have access to Google, so we can find out anything for you today. Make sure the conversation is open. Don't think you can't ask anything, because that's what Fresh Friday is about, is uncovering all this stuff. So welcome if you're new to the show. It's been a while, hence why we're quite excited to be back. But basically, when you see us pop up on your time feed, we'll be talking about one of three things: marketing, brand, or digital. And today, I think it covers all three. Am I right, Liam? Does it cover all three?
Yeah, I'd say so. I think it's pretty accurate. I was sort of looking at that this morning going, is that still relevant? And I was like, yeah, it kind of is for this topic anyway.
Kind of is. It kind of covers on a few bases. So yeah, get involved. I'm going to kick off with something that started in chat before we even went live. LFG. Can we say that? Can we say it on LinkedIn? I think we can say it on YouTube, but can we say it on LinkedIn? Maybe we can bleep it out.
Let's try it. It's our first time. It's our first time streaming, so you never know, right? Like, if we get banned, we get banned. You know, whatever.
So, Liam, what is LFG and why is that appropriate?
So in the NFT world, there's like these acronyms or phrases, for example, and LFG is actually one of the most used ones, especially when an NFT project sort of comes to a close. Like it's like all the tokens are selling out, and we'll clarify what we mean by tokens and stuff later on. But the project is coming towards its spearhead, essentially, of like, let's go. So LFG stands for let's fucking go. So everyone says LFG, 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 and yeah, that's exactly what it means. But
LFG. If you're excited to be here, ladies and gents, you know what to be spamming in chat. Hashtag LFG. Let's get that.
Also, as well, one thing I will say now as well, like, we have just loaded our wallet up. Well, I haven't told you this. I've just loaded our wallet up, so we're gonna buy some NFTs and hand some out to some people. So
what?
Stick around. We'll cover some stuff in
the show notes.
Tag some friends in as well. Like tag them in chat, because the more people you're going to tag in, you might win one. They might win one. You might be NFT buddies. You never know.
Good shout. So get tagging, ladies and gents, because you could be the proud owner of your first or maybe second, third, fourth NFT. We're going to be giving one away to the lovely community for your time, because we appreciate you and we'd like to, give you something back for tuning in. So get involved. There will also be something else as well, maybe a second giveaway for people who are watching on demand. So if you're watching this now thinking, oh, I've missed out, FOMO's kicking in, I've missed out on this once in a lifetime opportunity, don't you worry, people. If you are watching us in the future, we are taking care of you as well. So all will be announced at the end. Great. Liam, I think we should kick off and get into it, because it is a very big topic. And I know there's probably some burning questions from people right now. NFTs, known as the future of the digital economy, the next big technological shift, bad for the environment. I read an article before, actually, from Mashable. And the title was NFTs only good for tech bros. I don't know if I'm a tech bro, but that was an interesting one. They're going to change the world we live in. It's going to flip everything upside down. Are we going to be living in a world where we wear headsets in Zuckland, we earn Zuck bucks for watching adverts, and then we spend them on JPEGs? Like, is this what NFTs are? Explain. What are NFTs? Is what I just said just a load of rubbish?
Yeah, it's pretty close to it, but it's interesting because NFTs, a lot of people see them as like these JPEGs, and they go, why pay, I don't know, millions of pounds for an NFT or whatever when I can just right click, save, and you've got a copy? That is like the biggest question. I think what's interesting about NFTs, it's all about ownership, not necessarily the item itself. Like, you're part of a community. So it's like, imagine like the badges you get on your, when you're a scout or something, you get the badges, right? It's the ownership of you've got that badge. Loads of other people have got the badge, but you're the one with your badge, part of that community. So I think that's kind of what it is. It's an ownable piece of digital stuff. It could be a piece of art, it could be a piece of music, it could be some sort of utility, which we'll come on to in a bit. But to your point of like, could these NFTs be in our day-to-day? Absolutely. I'm actually wearing a pair of smart glasses now. So these are smart Ray-Bans. They've got cameras, microphones built in. They haven't got any augmented reality as such yet, but that's not far away, right? So for example, I could walk into my office and I've got some art on my wall right now and all types of stuff, but my NFTs could be displayed on the wall digitally. And then when I look there, I see them with my augmented reality glasses. So yeah, they absolutely could be in our day-to-day. And I think they're here to stay for a while, I would say. I think this is going to be
I agree.
Like, they're not going anywhere. So yeah, Dion's put something in. She said, Oliver and Jack, we need to do NFTs of our faces. Well, there's a guy that's done it, actually. He did it last week. He took 365 photos in a day. 365 photos, one photo every day. And he registered them as NFTs, and he made millions of pounds. because each picture is different. He looks different. He's wearing different clothes. There's different backgrounds, all sorts of stuff. It's we live in a crazy, crazy world.
Mark Ritson just did a similar thing. Shout out Mark Ritson if you're watching. I know he tunes in every week. But he's just done a series. I think they're only a small rollout. I think it's a series of 3. So, if you're interested in that, go and grab them now because they probably sold out. Of him taking a relief on the toilet. So there we go. There we go. Go and grab them if you want to take, if you're interested in that kind of stuff. Go and grab them. Shout out John Wood.
We've got
Ben is in chat. There's loads of people.
Seb, hey, former Microsoft colleagues. Hey, Seb, how's it going? We've got John Harris as well, the legend himself. Salute to John Harris.
Welcome. So before we go off on a tangent too much, because I did throw a few things at you there, Liam, about Zuckland and Zuckbucks. Let's start at the beginning. Everyone explains an NFT as it's a non-fungible token. It's just a non-fungible. Of course,
what does that mean?
Of course,
What does that mean?
What the hell does fungible mean? That's what most people want to know. So maybe we start there. Should we maybe go through that? Like, let's give an example of something that is fungible, and then let's maybe talk about what something that's non-fungible.
Yeah. So I think the word fungible. I guess the best way to explain it is if I gave you a
fungible sounds like a part of a chicken that you really want to eat, like the Fungibles.
I think there's a TV series or something called the Fungibles. I think
there you go. Exhibit A.
So fungible is kind of like it's like unique. Okay. So for example, if I was to give you a £20 note as an example. Right, a £20 note is a example of it's a fungible asset, right? No matter if I give you that £20 and you spend that £20, that £20 goes into a bank, then it goes into whatever. It holds the same value. Okay, so it's fungible. There's loads of £20 notes out there. There's millions of there's millions. There probably is millions of £20 notes out there, but they all hold the same value. And they all are the same because that's what we mean by fungible. But then non-fungible means they're like completely unique. So for example, it's a one-of-a-kind piece of artwork. As an example, if we look at, do you remember the Banksy piece of artwork that was being auctioned off and it went through a shredder?
I do.
It's a one-of-a-kind. There's not another one out there, right? It's completely unique.
Bits of it now. There's little bits everywhere as well.
There's little snippings of it. But that's a really good example, right? It's a one of a kind. You can't buy copies of that. If you were going to buy a copy, that is the exact same as what you're saying of right-click and save, right? Because if you bought a replica of that, of course it's not the real thing. It looks like the real thing, but it's not actually the real thing. So it's the equivalent of right-click and save, essentially. Ben's asked, can I have a £20 note? No, you cannot. Maybe you can win an NFT.
Maybe you can win some fresh coins. That's
F coins.
They don't exist yet, but maybe they will one day.
Maybe.
Yeah, I know. And I've heard it as well to be described as like a house as well. Like, a lot of people have got houses. Some people own houses. A lot of people do. But every house isn't the same, is it? Depending on the attributes of that house, like the location, how big it is, if you've got a jacuzzi or not, if you've got a double driveway, all these things make that house unique. The age of it, when it was built, what's it's built out of. These are all the attributes of that house. And they all affect its value, don't they? So I can't just say, hey, Liam, I want to swap my house for yours. Let's do a trade like you would with a £20 note. That's exactly the same. So it's things that are unique, like you said. And I think a house, for me, was a really simple example that I got my my knowledge around.
It's a really good point. And I think as well, what you were mentioning, like number of bedrooms, jacuzzi, they are what we call in the NFT world like traits. So they would also then go into like rarity. So for example, technically, a 3-bedroom house, a 4-bedroom house would be rarer more rare than a 3-bedroom house because it's bigger, right? It's unique. But then, for example, a 1-bedroom flat in London might, do you know what I mean? There's different rarities. So these traits definitely sort of pay into that.
Yeah, they definitely do. And I think popularity is what it's all about, right? Like scarcity as well. Like if something's really rare, like a place in London, it's going to cost more than a big house up here in Manchester. So I think it really does kind of explain it a bit. So, guys, any more questions on that stuff? Let's have a look.
Yeah, we've got Chris Smith in chat saying, "What's happening, gents? Hey, Chris, how you doing?" Richard Gunter's in chat as well. Hey, Richard. He goes, "Gareth and Liam are non-fungible." Technically, we are.
Thank you. Depends if you believe in the multiverse or not.
Yeah, clones. Yeah. Well, that's true.
Who knows? Thank you. If someone calls me non-fungible now, I'm going to take that as a compliment.
Yeah, 100%.
I think we should pass them out more often. Tell people at bars that they're non-fungible. Tell your mum she's non-fungible. See what she says.
She'll think I'm calling her a mushroom or something.
Is that the piece of the chicken that you always like to eat, Liam? That's the chicken butt. That is the chicken butt.
Best bit, just saying.
Right, okay. It's definitely a Friday, I can tell. All right, well, we talked about fungible, non-fungible. I think that makes a lot of sense for everybody who's watching. Essentially, it sounds like for something to be non-fungible, it means it's unique. So just think about anything, artwork, video, audio, GIFs, anything that could be unique. When it comes to NFTs, I did think it might be good to go through a bit of a history lesson. Sounds a bit boring, doesn't it? But I was thinking maybe we go back through some key moments in time so that people understand where NFTs started and where they could go in the future is where we could move to afterwards. Because I think, like anything, if you don't understand where it's come from, it's very difficult to know where it might be going. So I thought we'd run through some facts over on that side. Anything else happening in chat, Liam, before we move on?
No, just a couple of bizarre comments from Nick, which I'm just want to clarify. So maybe it's because I keep fidgeting, like I keep re-sitting up and down. So, but no, the answer is no, Nick. It's no.
Are you fidgeting because of the comments? Is that?
Yeah, maybe it's making me more fidgety. Yeah. Remember as well, tag someone in. We're going to give away an NFT, so tag some people in. If you've got some people that want to get an NFT, and you'll get one as well. Put it in. You might win one.
Who wants an NFT? Do you want an NFT? Do you want an NFT? NFTs for everyone. Not everyone, just people who tag people in. Yeah, stick around for that. That's going to be exciting. All right, let's start with the timeline. And I know I've got some notes here to keep us on track. There's only a couple of things we want to mention. Some key moments in time that have kind of brought us to 2022. And there's only a few that we thought were worth mentioning. There's obviously a lot happened in between, but maybe we'll talk about a few of these. So cast your minds back, ladies and gentlemen, to 2012. I can't even remember what I was doing in 2012.
No.
Just to refresh your memory, Barack Obama was president of the USA. And interestingly enough, it was the year Bitcoin started getting a little bit of news. So Bitcoin at this point was 3 years old, and it was worth the grand sum of $5.20. $5.20. Wow. You could have had a Bitcoin. Yep.
It's like that guy that bought the pizza, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you know that story? Because the guy, he had Bitcoin, and he paid. It was the first ever like transaction between cryptocurrency and a store. So the guy said to the delivery driver, "Can I pay you in Bitcoin?" And he did. And I think he must have paid like something like, I think it must have been something like, probably something like 3 million Bitcoin or something like that, just for this pizza, which worked out to be like £15, right? Let's say for for £20 for pizza. But now he's kicking himself because now Bitcoin's like averaging at around about £28,000. So
yeah, that was an expensive pizza, mate.
The most expensive piece of food. Yeah.
Probably ever bought. Skipping forward a few years, 2014, this was the birth, ready, ladies and gentlemen, because this is one of my favorite terms, of the decentralized ledger. Yes, yes, yes. So we might want to pause on that because maybe people are thinking, what the hell is a decentralized ledger? And why do I care? It's quite important because it was the start of NFTs, if you want to call it that. Essentially, a decentralized ledger, and we'll talk about what a ledger is in a minute. Let me read it out because I don't know if this is going to help or not, but it might give people a bit of grounding in this subject. A decentralized ledger is a distributed ledger that can be described as a ledger of any transaction or contracts maintained in decentralized form across different locations, people, eliminating the need for central authority to keep a check against manipulation. A lot of waffle. What does that mean, Liam? Like, can we uncrypt that for people? What is it? What is a ledger?
So ledgers, we've had ledgers for like probably 100 years, or longer. They're like just books essentially. But ledgers take a different form now. Same as like wallets in a way. This is actually a actual ledger. Its name, the name of the brand is Ledger. And what this is actually like a hardware wallet. So what I do is all of my cryptocurrency and NFTs are stored on this. And that's what's completely locked away. But because it's decentralized, everyone can see the transactions. So when I buy cryptocurrency, some cryptocurrencies don't have open ledgers. Most do. But for example, the NFTs that I have, you can actually see the history of like what they sold for, when I bought them, which wallet address they went to, all that type of stuff. But this is like a hardware wallet where everything is stored. So that means no one can take cryptocurrency or NFTs out of my wallet unless they plug this into a PC, type in my passcode, and then authorize the transaction. So it's almost unbreakable. So even if I got hit by a bus, for example, the only way you could recover this is if you have the unique key phrase. Yeah. So because no one's going to know my code. So you keep it all locked up. But yeah, Ledger keeps everything together, but it's also a track of all of the transactions. So it's not including banks. So with banks, you can't exactly see which companies send money which or pay people what. Decentralized means everyone can see everything and it's open. No control, in a way.
Makes sense. So this technology was born in 2014. Bitcoin update. Bitcoin at this point in 2014, guys, was $720.
Wow.
There we go.
It's insane.
So once this technology emerged, the ability to track these transactions online, we then moved into, I suppose, the dawn of the meme economy. And I think we've got an example of one of these because you've got to see this stuff, right? You've got to see it to believe it. The first big version of, I suppose, not an NFT, but, well, yeah, an NFT was a rare Pepe. This was part of the Ethereum network. So that was the blockchain that it was assigned to. And that's the most popular blockchain now to put your tokens on. So I don't know if you've got a visual just to show people what rare Pepe looks like. It's kind of like a frog, isn't it? Here we go.
Yeah, so here's one of the rarest ones, which was the creator of Bitcoin. So this is their official website. So you can see, here's some of the cards, and you can see that this one specifically was sold for 75 Ethereum, which was $264,000. But yeah, these are examples. Now, as you can see, most of these are all the same type of card because they've got the same names, same descriptions, everything. So yeah, this is almost like the first version of it. And there's a couple more here. These other cards you can get. Click in and see if we can bring some more up here.
Could you do as a moment and give us your best rare Pepe impression? What does Pepe look like? NFT him. There's your chance, ladies and gentlemen. Make Liam an NFT.
There we go. We've got
But
Pepe,
yeah, I mean,
Pepe Gun here.
just
So there's only
playing
100 of
devil's
these
advocate
issued.
from the outside in, Liam. Why on earth would somebody want one of these? Like, explain that.
It's a good question, and this is where I think it all stems from stuff like the meme culture. Like Pepe is a meme, and people, especially in like the gaming community, they love stuff like that. Now, for example, this card is one of 26, and there was only 100 of these issued, right? So if you're a big fan of the meme culture and you love Pepe and you manage to get your hand on one of these, like it means something to you. Like you love it. Like a lot of people will look at that and go, "That's a shit card. Like why would you want?" It's not even a piece of art. Do you know what I mean? It's like it's just crap to some people, but to other people, you're one of 100, and you've got it. So yeah. Quite interesting.
I mean, we've got a caveat as well. We're looking back here in time, aren't we? So this is like the dawn of, meme culture, I suppose, meme NFTs, and this is where it's kind of stemmed from today, essentially. The ability to assign something to the Ethereum network, which actually wasn't just an Ethereum coin. It was also, you would also receive this piece of, albeit primitive artwork with it, and that'd have some value outside of the coin.
Yeah.
We're going to fast forward a few years to the big one, the big year in NFTs that if you're going to research it, go to this year because this is where it all kicked off. It's 2017. 2017 was a huge year, not only in NFT land, but in cryptocurrency. So this is when Bitcoin really came to the forefront. So started the year at $917 a coin. And its all-time high during 2017 was $19,783. So if you was in it at this time, you probably made a few quid. Or
I was mining then, so I was mining cryptocurrencies in 2017. That's when I built the mining computers that I had. But I wasn't mining Bitcoin. I was mining a different currency because Bitcoin just was incredibly difficult to mine. Like the electricity costs outweigh it. But yeah, it's insane. 2017 was the year. That was the year.
It certainly was. Throughout that year as well, just a few more highlights. Ethereum, it's not when Ethereum was created. That was a few years before. But Ethereum actually changed the way it was structured to the modern structure, which is known as ERC 721. And essentially, that is what set up the modern day economy for these meme tokens, because what that really allowed is the ability to perfectly track these smart contracts, which is what you're signing when you're, or what you're getting when you get a NFT, and to make sure that it was assigned to a unique token, so a unique piece of art, and it was completely transparent, completely legitimate. And this is the birth of NFTs, 2017, where it really kicked off. We saw the dawn of CryptoPunks, which I think we can bring them up in a second, and things like CryptoKitties, which are a bit more modern again. And maybe we show people that as well. Maybe we bring up a CryptoPunk and a CryptoKitty and just explain what was going on there, because I think that was the real big moment, wasn't it, where everything kicked off?
Yeah, I'll just fire it up now. Like CryptoPunks were like one of these things that it got a lot of attention. I've got it up now so we can see, but CryptoPunks was like probably one of the most well-known NFTs. Like these are just pixelated pieces of art.
Pixel art,
pixel art. So, but as you can see, every single one is unique. So, for example, you can see there's 1, 2, 3, 4, a couple with cigarettes in their mouth. That is a trait. Some of them have black bobbed hair. That is a trait. Some have mohawks. That's another trait. There's a gray cigarette here, so maybe that's slightly rarer than this cigarette, which is the white one. So what happens is you create all of these different traits, and then you randomize them so it builds these unique, very versions, so they're completely non-fungible. Like there's no others like it. There's some that are similar, but like for example, these two are quite close, apart from the hat, nose, mouth, and beard. But that's the same sort of design. But the extra bits change. But CryptoPunks is a really good example of this is when it really started to kick off. And if I just change the price for the moment.
Before we show the price, Liam, let me just put one thing out there as well. CryptoPunks, really clever project. The whole idea of it was a bit punk rock, and they were giving away 10,000 of these were minted on the Ethereum network, and you literally just had to go and get one. They were free, completely free. So if you got a CryptoPunk back in 2017, it would cost you not a penny. And let's just have a look at what price some of these punks are going for now. Should be Liam.
So this one's here is at 75 Ethereum. And I think Ethereum is like $3,400 right now. So times that by 75. It's a lot of money.
Quick maths, guys. Who's going to get this one in chat?
Quick maths, yeah. Put in chat, yeah. 75 times 3,000, let's say 500. That's gonna be...
This is probably just a random punk that we're looking at. This isn't a special one. The highest ones go for millions now, millions of pounds and all that, dollars. There's a couple of things in chat, Liam. I just want to... there's a few things here that I think we should just mention. So Nick already has a Ledger wallet, so good on you, Nick.
Nice.
Anybody who's watching, remember we are giving out an NFT at some point as well. So we'll show you how to get a wallet if you've not already got one. We'll show you all that stuff in a minute. I think Eric has put a few things in chat as well. We are coming on to this stuff. So there's a mention here about OpenSea, which I think we're on OpenSea right now, which we'll explain all this in a minute. And also the difference between Rarible and the other platforms. So we're going to talk about that. Great comment as well here from Woody, from John Wood. I've just lost it. He was seeing if you've got remote control.
Haptic underpants.
Haptic underpants.
Yeah, is that unfortunately not. I think it's maybe I've been very conscious over the last 20 minutes or 15 minutes to just sit here and not move.
Are you plugged in?
Maybe I'll just stand up. Richard Gunter's asked a great question around what if I lose this ledger? It's a really good point. So if this gets destroyed in a fire, let's say, or someone steals it or smashes it up, not all is lost. But I need to make sure that I have my recovery phrase. So a recovery phrase is like 26 random words in a random order. And I type that into Ledger and then I'm able to get all of my stuff back. However, if I lose that phrase, I'm completely screwed. There's no way of getting stuff back. And it's pretty much been burned. Like it just doesn't exist anymore. It's in a wallet. There's no one you can go to either. You can't exactly go, hey, Ledger, I've lost my recovery phrase. They're going to sort you out because it's decentralized. No one cares. It's your own responsibility, you know?
Yeah, there was a guy quite local to us who's trying to dig up the local tip. He wants a petition.
Oh, the hard drive.
Because, yep. There's a comment there from Dan. I don't know what that means, Dan. Something about cummies. I don't know what that is, but maybe chat can help. I think Ben Cunliffe put the answer in 285 grand. So if you've got 285 grand, just hanging around, maybe you want to buy that CryptoPunk.
You can get them cheaper than that though as well, because each of these CryptoPunks will be slightly rarer than others. Like you could pick up a CryptoPunk. Oh no, that's the lowest price one. Oh no, that can't be the lowest price. Yeah, well, that's weird. It's not in order. But yes, there's like one here at 22 ETH, 144 ETH. It's loads. It's a lot of money.
Pennies.
It does trick you though, because it's like 15. It's like, oh, I could afford 15 or something. It's like, no, it's 15 Ethereum.
That's the thing. So yeah, there's a little bit of history on that, ladies and gents. There's also an evolution, which we said we were going to mention as well. Maybe bring up CryptoKitties, because this was a slightly evolved version of what you could refer to as just a shitty JPEG, but we know they're not. What happened there, Liam, with CryptoKitties? What was the evolution? How did this change the NFT landscape?
So CryptoKitties become like this, like a pet, you know? Like you could actually have like some sort of like, do you remember like Digimon or anything like that. Like it's kind of like that. Like you Tamagotchi is exactly what I was thinking. Like Tamagotchis, you like have a cat. It's got different unique things. It's got different mouths, different horns, different ears, all this type of stuff. But yeah, CryptoKitties was almost like having a pet. And what you can do with CryptoKitties is you could breed them and get different rarities. So cats become more and more valuable. They become completely unique. But yeah, this is a crazy place. this is probably one of the first things you look at crypto and you're like, wow, this looks really punchy in your face. Looks very, like you see here, like these different traits here, for example. And then they got different rarities, you see, like, you know.
Yeah.
But it's the same outline of a cat. But it means something to some people.
That's it. And I think the big shift as well was this. It's kind of when it first went into the gaming space as well. CryptoKitties it's not just a static piece of artwork. It's actually something that you can put within a game. It can, as you said, interact with other kitties and make new ones, like they can breed. And then you've actually got something there where it starts moving into this other type of token, which I know you mentioned earlier about utility. So it's not just something that sits there and looks pretty and it can be collected. It's also something that can do other things like be in a game or earn you money in some other ways. And I think that's where we see the split now, isn't it? There's like different types of NFT. So maybe we touch on that as well. We'll have a quick check through chat in a second. But what types of different NFTs are there? Maybe we get that out. Like, is it all just artwork? And what do we mean by utility?
Yeah, so it's not. So, for example, I guess the best way to explain it is some of it is artwork. Like the examples we've shown, you know, the CryptoKitties is a little bit of an exception. It's like a mix of art, but like a digital pet. The CryptoPunks are artwork. So artwork is probably one of the biggest things. But there's also like artists are now releasing music, which is an NFT. Maybe it's like 10 seconds of one of their tracks or whatever. Do you know what I mean? It's like, yeah, I guess you could still class it as art, but there's all these different things that you can get from it, essentially. So it could be artwork, it could be music, it could be code, it could be whatever you want it to be. But then the other thing that's sort of making a big shift right now is what we mean by utility NFTs. So, for example, you have an NFT, but it gives you access to something. So imagine Gary Vee has just done this. He's launched his own chain of NFTs. And what these NFTs do is they give you a seat. They give you a table at a super exclusive restaurant. So that's an example of a utility token, right? Now, for example, if there was 100 seats in that restaurant and I was one of those 100 to have that, that's super exclusive. Like I can go into this restaurant whenever I want, sit at my table, get my food. It's all like for me. It's my table. It belongs to only me. But what you could do is you could rent that NFT out. So I could then go, hey, I'm going to give you this NFT for one night. So you get to sit at this super exclusive table in this super exclusive restaurant, but it then returns to me after. So it's kind of like, that's what we mean by utility. So it gives you something in the real world, or it might even be you store your NFT somewhere and then they pay you an interest for it. And then you get some crypto back. You choose the designer of the NFTs chooses the utility. They might not be a utility NFT, but if they are, they choose it. They go, I want to give access to this. If you see what I mean. So it could be like, you know, like a season ticket at football. I can't believe I'm making a football reference here because I hate football, but it's kind of like a season ticket. You know, that gets you in every single time.
Yeah, you're right. And I think comparing it to a ticket is a really good one. Like, I think all tickets in the future for anything are going to be NFTs. So if you're looking at this now thinking, I'm never going to buy an NFT, you will. I think every single person on this planet will own an NFT at one point in their life. And it will probably come in the form of what you're saying, like some kind of ticket, because it makes perfect sense. I mean, you know, you go out to a football match or whatever, a gig, there's always people on the corners, you know, shifty looking people like, all right, mate, you know, I want tickets. And it's like, you know, and them that's my impression. And them tickets legit. Are they fake? They look real. But the thing is, with an NFT ticket, as you just described, it cannot be faked because of this ledger, because of this decentralized ledger where everything's been tracked from day one to now. And it's a really important message for brands as well and marketing people, designers watching, because one bit of advice that I stumbled across quite recently is don't rush out and start making NFTs if you've got the itch to do it. Because once you've made an NFT, it can never be deleted. It can never be removed. So if you think about that,
don't make an NFT of going, hey, we've got this new product coming out, because it's not going to matter. It's not always going to be like that.
Really, really bad in the future. So just be wary of that. It's locked onto the blockchain. So I was thinking the other day, like, everyone should just make them really quickly, but it's not the case. You should give it some thought, consideration. Your reputation could be on the line for forever.
Yeah.
So this is the thing. A few comments in chat. I thought we would tap into. You might have more chat than me, Liam. I'm only getting LinkedIn at the minute. But Chris Smith, Random Punks is going to be his new band name. There we go. That's a really good name, isn't it? Random Punks. I think John Wood was finding your haptic underpants quite entertaining.
Amusing.
And I think we've got a comment from Ben here as well about talking about the guy who lost his Bitcoin wallet, saying he made a piece with a potential £220 million loss.
Mental,
don't want to lose them wallets, guys. Don't want to lose.
Remember to keep tagging people in for NFTs as well. Like Dan, you're on it, so nice one.
Yes.
Yeah, we're going to be jumping into it very, very soon.
Whatever platform you're on, tag someone in, and you could be in a chance to win an NFT right now. Cool. I think we've covered quite a bit of ground there. We've talked about what fungible means, and it's not a mushroom, and it's not a piece of the chicken that you really want to eat. It's actually something that's unique. We've talked about like this timeline of where it came from. Maybe we fast forward right to 2022, where we are right now, and we start talking about, I suppose, how do people get started with NFTs? Have you got any advice about, if you knew nothing and you just tune into this for the first time?
Yeah.
Where would you start? Like, what's your advice on that?
Yeah, it's a good question. Before we do that, though, just to say about fast forward into 2022 right now, 2021 is not like millions of miles away. We're a month into 2022. Just to let you know, from an NFT point of view, there was $22 billion spent in 2021 alone on NFTs. So when you asked at the beginning, Dion, like, is it going to make millions? And I said billions. $22 billion was spent on NFTs in 2021. And that's only going to go up.
That's unreal. Like, I knew it was big. That's bigger than I thought. In some of that history talk through that we went before, just to put it into context as well, how quick that's grown. In the 3 years leading up to 2020, 175 million was spent on NFTs in 3 years. And then now in 2021 alone, 23 billion, did you just say?
Yeah, 22 billion, yeah.
Oof. So there you go. There's a lot of money in NFTs. So if you don't take them seriously, it's time to start taking them seriously.
So I guess just to be completely transparent as well, because we're about that, I think I've heard of NFTs, of course, long time ago, because I'm a big gamer, so I'm very familiar with the term and all this type of stuff. But it was only about 3 weeks ago that I really dived into it. I was seeing so much on TikTok, and I was like, the best way to learn this stuff is just to go. So that's what I did. I loaded in the credit card. I bought some things that I think I like, and I bought some things that I think could be good and all this type of stuff. But what I would say is a big, big thing. There is a ton to learn. And by far right now, we know a lot about it, but experts, there's people that I speak to in like Discord channels and stuff. They are like insane. Like it's like
They're into
these
it.
are businesses. They're
They're in
businesses that
deep.
run this stuff. Yeah, they are. So John's actually asked, "Hey guys, can you shed any light on the role of Discord within NFT route?" It's a really good point. Discord is like the hub. Discord and Twitter is like the hub of where NFT spaces are. And what you do, you join a. Actually, I'll tell you what. I've got a. Let me bring up.
I'm going to get down for this one. I think we're going to get.
I'll pull in. I'll pull in Discord. I'll pull in Discord so we can bring that up. So this is Discord right here. So it's a chat platform essentially where you can chat with. It was originally for gamers, but as you can see, this is a NFT project a couple of NFT projects that I'm in. But as you can see, look at all the details in this. There's welcome, security tips, rules, FAQs, announcements, verification. All these channels mean something, you know, and I can go and speak to people and all the announcements are here. They do giveaways. We talk at Fresh Movement about community, right? Mm-hmm. Community is that number one thing, right? It is huge. And I think from a Discord point of view, they play a huge part in that essentially. It's the hub where everyone comes together.
And just track back as well a bit on Discord. What is Discord as well for people who might not know what that is?
Yeah, so Discord is a communication platform. So it's like chat, voice. You can stream to it. So it's literally just a program you can install on your computer and chat with friends, essentially. Mm-hmm. So yeah,
cool. And I love the point you made there about community as well. A lot of this is community driven, isn't it? Like a lot of the projects that are kicking off, it's usually built around something, like built around a shared set of values. Yeah. And then exactly that's what really propels it. So there's quite a lot to consider. And Woody specifically, John, we're going to pick up soon. I've been meaning to ring you about some of this stuff because I know it's right up your street as well. Good. So you jumped into Discord a bit there. Kind of tick that box. I think we should maybe show people how they get started in NFT world. Like I know there's some easier apps, and I know we mentioned some earlier as well that you can just get on your phone. So maybe we start with a bit of them, and then we jump into the deep end and show people how you can buy an NFT and what they're worth.
That's a really good shout. Now we can't, unfortunately, there's not really a nice way of bringing up a phone screen apart from me showing you. But what I would do is this is actually where I purchased my first NFT, which is what I'm about to show you. It's easy. It's almost idiot proof. So I would dive in. That's where I would start. It's an app called VV. You can see the logo just at the top there. Now, a lot of it is sort of gaming focused right now, like comics, Marvel, this type of stuff. But all of these things right here are NFTs, okay, that you can purchase. Now, let me show you. I actually purchased an NFT, and this NFT was directly from Disney. So it's an official Disney NFT from the Marvel universe, and it is a golden Iron Man statue, which you can see just here. Okay.
Yep.
So again, that is one of 12,000. Now, what's unique about it is the code that I have. So my code is 3,584. Out of the 12,000, that's on the lower end, so it's worth a bit more. But what you can do, I'll try and do this. We're doing some demos on the fly here, so let me see what I can do here. What I can do is I can actually place that NFT in to augmented reality. So you can see here, I've got it nearly on my desk. But if I move my phone around, you can see that it sort of holds its place. So imagine in the world where you would have these glasses, essentially, and you'd walk in, and every time I walk into my office, my Iron Man statue is right there, right? That's kind of a really good place to start. And they're really accessible. Like that NFT cost me £60. And you can resell straight away if you want, or you can hold on to it. I'm currently holding on to my Iron Man because I think, it could be big. It could be
You're
huge.
a collector.
I'm a bit of a hoarder. You might have seen that from my Pokemon cards on the seat behind me a moment ago. But this Iron Man statue right now is selling on the marketplace for £2,800. So that
What?
£60 has already been turned into £2,800 just in the course of 2 months. Insane.
Mic drop. Stop the show, Ben.
Don't
Going into
don't.
NFT land. I'm joking.
Yeah, I'd recommend that's the place to start.
Yeah, it's a good one. I mean, I've got a few NFTs as well, and I think them locations that you mentioned, really good. I think there's one called Nifty as well, which again, super simple. You don't really need to know a lot about the coins and wallets and all that kind of stuff. You can kind of just buy things. But yeah, maybe we show them the next step. So if it's not VV and it's not Nifty and it's not these more simpler platforms, how do people buy something like on the open market, or what would be the next step to get something?
Yeah, so first of all, just from ease of use, I would avoid anything on the Ethereum network right now, just because you'll probably get stung with a lot of charges and gas fees, we call them. Gas fees is like a transaction fee. So what you have to do is you have to buy crypto from a place, you send it to your wallet, you then go to a website, link your wallet up, and then to send that currency to your wallet and to send it to the platform, you get charged. And Ethereum is it fluctuates a lot. So what I would say is don't start with Ethereum, because it's kind of like you'll end up spending a lot.
Don't start.
Yeah.
Theoretically, don't start with Ethereum. This is not financial advice, ladies and gents. By the way, somebody who's had a glass of whiskey, do not take financial advice off me on Liam. This is not financial advice.
So, like, for example, with that, you'd spend half of your money on fees, and then that makes it difficult from an NFT point of view. And just to give you an example, one thing that doesn't happen in the crypto world is if I want to send you 1 Ethereum, and let's say the gas price is 0.1 Ethereum, let's just say, I need to have 0.1 Ethereum in my wallet. It doesn't get removed from the total. So
let's just stop there a minute, because I know people are probably thinking, what the hell are they talking about? Let's just be really clear about what a gas fee is as well. I know you mentioned it quickly there, but let's just
a gas fee is a transaction fee. It's literally to send one thing from one place to another, you pay a fee. Just like if you have a TransferWise or Wise account, for example, where you transfer money to a card and you convert it. Let's say if you transfer pounds to dollars, there's a fee, right?
Right.
It's in most places, it's exactly the same as that. Exactly the same as that.
Yeah. We should put up, maybe Ben, our producer's got the ability to do this. Maybe not. We might do it after the show. So if you're watching on demand, you might get this. We should put some like simple terminologies up, like what's a gas fee, a little description.
Yeah, we can probably put them in chat. We'll put them in chat.
What's a ledger, a little description, because there's so many terms. People shouldn't get confused by the terminology. Once you understand the raw components of it, it's a lot easier to understand. But yeah, gas fees, basically a fee.
Yeah, a transfer fee, essentially. Now I'll show you how to do everything, but the next place I would start would probably be jumping into a place called Magic Eden. It runs on the Solana blockchain. So Solana is just a different type of currency, just like pounds, dollars, yen, whatever. They're all just different currencies. So on the Solana network, you can use a page called Magic Eden, which is on the Solana chain. So we can bring that up now. And here you can see it's a really sort of accessible website. Everything's crystal clear. Like, you've got loads of different NFTs here that you can purchase. Down the side here, you've got a menu, essentially. So you've got collections. Launchpad is for like upcoming NFTs. So I actually bought my first NFT on here from the Launchpad. I saw a piece of art that I love, and I was like, I'm investing in this. So I'm going to buy it.
Yep.
Okay. So there's lots of things that you can sort of do here. You can attend like auctions. So I can then see what are the auctions at the moment. So there was actually an auction for a Kate Moss photo, one of a kind, that happened earlier today. This piece of
racy
artwork.
One of Kate Moss.
Yeah, and it sold for 69 Sol. So that equates to around about $6,000. Okay. So this, again, they could be videos just like this one here. Like this is like some sort of animation, right? That's a bid. You can bid for that right now at 4 Solana. So yeah, it's really cool. Like this is a really, really accessible site. You can type in your some of the projects you're interested in. This is a project that I've personally gone into, and I love these Lunaroids. I think they're absolutely
Shout
stunning.
out Lunaroid.
Yeah, Lunaroids are boss. I know
really
they've
cool.
got a big Twitter community. So so yeah, this is a really nice piece of artwork. Personally, these are one of the first pieces of artwork that actually are almost in 4K. So they're really future thinking in the metaverse point of view of going, we're going to have these pieces of art that eventually will look almost lifelike. So these pieces are almost in a 4K capacity, which is just stunning.
They're really
so, yeah,
nice.
so
These Lunaroids, for example, like, are these created by one artist, or is it a team, or what is this that you're buying? Who's it been made by?
So I believe it's one artist, but there's a whole team behind it that are running this project. Like it's not, you can't do this on like a one-man band. It's incredibly hard because they had to build a community up from scratch. They have to have some sort of utility. They have to have some really kick-ass art. People need to invest into it, but yeah, like it's a big thing. And as you can see here, these are like the traits or the attributes. So you can see that this has got the golden Sakura background, sorry. No weapons, clothing, these types of things. So there's absolutely different versions that you can get. And there's also different rarities. So if I transfer from, let's say, high to low, you can see that now we're talking ones with samurai swords and golden masks and nunchucks and all this type of stuff. But these aren't even, this is one of the rarest ones. This is a legendary one. This one's 48 soul right now. But that is... There was only 6 legendaries, and that's one of the 6.
Yeah.
So pretty hot.
Did you? I know sometimes it's randomly distributed, isn't it? So sometimes when you buy into an NFT project before here's another one for you, Ben. Minted before it's minted, you get assigned something that you don't know what you've got. It's kind of like opening a box of Pokemon cards. You don't know what's inside. Is that the same with when you go into this project?
Yeah, so when I actually bought my first Lunaroid, it was a silhouette of a robot, essentially. And that means it hasn't been revealed. So you don't actually know what you've got. It's the same with the Disney thing. When I bought the Disney loot box, there's 2 types of NFT I could have got. I could have got Iron Man, or I could have got the Avengers logo. Okay. So it's a chance that you might get one or the other. There's a higher chance I get the Iron Man. That's the more common one. But yeah, so then there was 6,666 of these. So I could have bought one. Well, I did buy, I've got 4 now. But for example, one of them could have been rarer than the other, and they are. So I can actually show you here. If I'm going to just fire up my wallet real quick, just so you can see. Ooh. They're only small because they're in the sort of corner here. But for example, these are all 4 of my Lunaroids, essentially.
4? Add into the collection,
4.
mate.
Yeah. We have got thanks for that, mate. So yeah, it's really, really cool. Now these, what I will say is they are absolutely stunning from a quality point of view. So for example, this is the ledger, essentially. I'm seeing all the transactions, and then I can view the original one here. So that is the original piece of artwork. And if I zoom in, look how much details on that.
It's nice, isn't it? I think a few people loving this. Chris Smith, he's a big fan of this project. I think we've got a few more Lunaroid fans for this, Liam. I think, it's a nice project. And what gravitated you towards this? Was it the community? Did you do a bit of research? Did you just like the look of it? What kind of caught your eye?
So if I'm honest, I literally was going through... the wife was sitting downstairs speaking to her friend, just having a chat with her friend, and I was like, I need to kill some time. So TikTok came up,
some of that fresh money.
Yeah, and then people coming through. I was on TikTok and someone said, check out Magic Eden. So I was like, okay, I've got 15, 20 minutes. Let's go jump into it. And this was actually a project that was ongoing at the time. right? So it was like literally being minted as I looked. So I was like, oh,
Fresh.
I'm doing it. Like I'm tied into the artwork. I think personally, the artwork is stunning. I want this stuff on my wall. Do you know what I mean? Like it's beautiful in my opinion. Like I love this Japanese theme. I love robots and all this type of stuff. So, you know, I was hooked. So I joined the Discord community and everyone was like, LFG, 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 because of course it was like literally everything was going on. It's just been kicked off. And I'm in the community right now. So I'm like speaking to these people. They give me announcements of what's happening. And what we're trying to do at the moment is change this floor price. So the floor price, just to define that for everyone, that is the lowest Lunaroid you can buy right now is 0.7 Sol. Okay.
Right.
Now, Sol at the moment is actually quite cheap. It's not. It's really not. So, for example, I could. So I've got 2 Sol in the wallet right now. Let me just fire this up now. So 2 Sol is currently at the moment worth $179. Okay, for 2 Sol. Since I bought this morning, it's already dropped by 6%. $6. Sorry.
Yeah, it's on the decline.
Yeah. So literally for 0.7, you're not talking much money at all. And then you get that kick-ass piece of artwork. You're part of a bigger community. You can join the Discord and learn all about it. Essentially, I think Ben, can you drop that in chat? I think I sent you the link a while ago. But yeah, really, really cool. Learn a lot about it. But yeah, so you top up your wallet, which is what I've done here, and then you're literally ready to spend. Just ready to go.
You're in dangerous territory, my man, because I know how you like to spend them fresh bucks. Ladies and gents, are you enjoying the stream? Are you just tuning in? Have you been here from the start? I know Dion's just left. Thank you for joining, Dion. She said she enjoyed it, but she has to go. Have a great weekend, everyone. She also made a comment about me doing the school run. I never do the school run, Dion. I have a dog. Me and my missus love that dog, and thankfully I can walk it after a whiskey. So there we go.
Or maybe go for a whiskey walk. Take one out with him.
Maybe. So yeah, keep your comments in, guys. If you've got any questions about NFTs, about we're not really covering crypto, but if you've got any questions about that, please get them in. Remember, we are just 2 fools having a conversation, so there is no financial advice going on this live stream. If you're watching on demand, just to let you know, if you at somebody in, we will give you the opportunity to win an NFT courtesy of Fresh Movement. So we're going to give away one for the guys who are tuning in live right now, and we're also going to give one on demand. So stay tuned. You might not have to spend a dime, Will Wilkinson. You might just be given one.
What I would do, though, is one thing to get started with. If you want to be eligible for the giveaway, you need to have something called a Phantom wallet. So if you just go onto Google, type in Phantom wallet, it's a extension you install in your browser. Just do that. Just sign up for a Phantom wallet, because if you win, we'll contact you and then we'll ask for your wallet ID. That's your unique code. Give us that. We'll send you the NFT and it'll be in your wallet straight away. But should we buy a couple?
Maybe we should
do it. Should we do it? Let's show people the process, because I think,
we're still live. We've not been kicked off LinkedIn, which it's a good sign. So let's just keep this shit rolling.
Yeah. So I reckon we buy a Lunaroid, because there's quite a lot of hype for Lunaroids, and I reckon then we maybe buy a couple of others.
A Lunaroid, ladies and gents, we're going to buy a Lunaroid. Do you want a Lunaroid? Let us know in chat.
Which one should we go for? Like, I think
at people in if you think they might want a Lunaroid as well, because that's how you're going to win it.
It's like, which one? What? Like that looks mint. That looks cool, doesn't it? The one with the axe.
Anyone voting? An axe is a nice utility to have, I'd say.
Oh. Yeah, it's nice. Oh, what am I doing here? And all sorts of stuff here. Yeah, I like the backgrounds. The backgrounds are really cool. So yeah, like I think maybe we clear one from the floor, because that'll be good, because I think we're helping the community out by getting one of the cheaper ones. Still 0.7 Sol, so it's still like 80 quid or something. So maybe, do you think we go for one with an axe? And this one looks nice. with the
I
axe
like
and the
that
golden
one.
crest.
Yeah, I think that's quite cool. I like the red. What is that at the front? Is it like a shield or
It's
something?
like a
Like a face
mask. It's like a
mask? Yeah, yeah.
mask. Mm,
It's got a bit of
yeah.
gold trim. I think that's quite fresh. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, let's get this, guys. Here's the NFT. We're going to purchase this one, courtesy of Fresh
Bang.
Movement. If you want an opportunity to win, at some people in this stream, share it far and wide, and you'll be put into the draw for this Lunaroid. Now, I know sometimes this can take a long
Done.
time. Is that
It's done.
so? Let's explain that
done.
for a minute. How was the how was that so quick? And how come when you're on something like OpenSea, which is another platform, does it take forever? Like, what's the difference there, Liam? And why was that so quick?
So, yeah. So what happens is that was just a transaction. I've sent some money and I've been sent the NFT. What happens in some cases, Solana's not one of these, but with, for example, Bitcoin or Ethereum, that transaction is done by a computer, like a mining computer. Okay. And the fees go to the miner for helping process that transaction. So it takes a while to go through. But here, as an example, because Solana can't be mined, it's all done in other ways. It's normally quite fast. So I've already loaded my wallet with currency. And now it's literally like buy now. And if I go to my wallet up here, and then there's this little button down here, you can see that we're 1 sol, 0.1 sold. Sorry, we're 0.9 sold down. And then we can see here that the Lunaroid is now in our possession. And just to show you in beautiful 4K, because it's...
Oh, he's fresh.
Look at that.
Look at him. Look at him, ladies and gentlemen. I presume it's a he.
Wow, it's a robot, so maybe neither or.
Non-binary.
Yeah, stunning.
Either way, it's good looking. And it's up for grabs. So we can see some people already getting involved. Shout out John Harris for tagging in Steve Gibson. Ladies and gents, start tagging people in, because we're going to do a random draw before we finish this stream for you lucky people who have tuned in live, and people watching on demand. We're going to do one for you guys too. So share it out, tag people in, and Ben, if you can start keeping a tally of people who have added people and how many, and we'll do a random draw within the next 10 minutes or so. I don't know how long the stream's going to go, but we'll do a random draw and we'll contact you as soon as we've made that draw.
I think we get some. I think we get some more. Like, let's just see what else. See, that's a high floor price. We won't be buying one of those bad boys. You know, like let's just see what else there is. I like the. I really like these. I
reckon we go super retro with this one. I want to see something that is looks really poor quality, but also interested.
These little robbers, look.
Yeah,
Cops
like
game.
Is there any utility on these, or are these just artwork?
I don't know. You normally have to do a bit of research into them to find out. So Cops Game is a collection of 10,000 play-to-earn NFTs. So it's a multi-staking game on the Solana blockchain. So you take this, you'd stake it, and then you get some sort of utility.
Ooh, that could be nice. So this can earn people money potentially. It's not just something that looks great. This is something that could actually earn you money over time. Is that right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It depends on the utility of what they say, essentially. But yeah, there's also these as well, just to show you.
Barack Obama's been tagged in, ladies and gents.
I saw that.
I think that gives you more value in the sweepstakes. I'm not going to lie. Who's the most senior person we can tag into this stream? That's what I want to know.
So, for example, here we've got these are Solana Max, right?
Okay.
But look how affordable these are. These are 0.05 Sol.
And these have a utility as well.
No, these are actually derivative. So what that means is there's actually another token called Mechaverse. These are actually Ethereum-based ones, but what they've done is they've made 100 exclusive ones just for the Solana blockchain.
Okay, yeah, these are pretty.
So these are the originals. Yeah,
a bit like Transformers, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. They are. But you know, maybe these are. we got a lot of people commenting and a lot of people coming in. So maybe we just, just get a couple of these. Let's get this one with a gold hat. It's like a samurai.
God help it if our accountant's watching this show, Liam. Michael, if you're out there.
Sol. There we go. And you never know. This could be a Bitcoin story, people. These could be worth so much money in the future, and you just never know. You'd be like, I got that from some sort of live stream I watched back in 2022.
Let's get people some Solana mechs. I think that's a good option.
Oh, look at these.
I like the one.
That's a nice one.
He looks badass. I'm not going to lie.
What do you reckon?
He's
you
expensive. He's expensive. I like the cool. Raiden looking ones. Like, the guy who looks like Raiden. He's quite cool.
Yeah, that's a nice one as well. It's got a nice color. YOLO.
He's not that expensive. No, he's not expensive.
No.
We're going in. We're going in. Buy them all. Dan, you and Liam are kindred spirits. He does not need encouragement.
Dan Creasy just tagged Ryan Reynolds. Oh wow, that's unreal. So we got a couple of mechs now. Let's just check they've made it to the wallet. I think they would have, because it's normally pretty rapido. So let's have a look. There we go. Solana mechs. We got them in.
Ticks the box. Quick fix. Right, that's it. I'm putting a stop to that crazy
Not
game.
One more.
We've bought enough.
How much money have we got left in the wallet? Let's just have a quick look.
Buy something that can make us money, not something that buy some. But they can all make money, I suppose. Let's go for utility.
Yeah, that's true. It really depends. Like, you have to do the research in the coin into the projects themselves. You can't really just search for utility coins, if you know what I mean. For example, this is a good example.
Okay.
This is a horse racing game, which we're going to show actually in a moment. So we can show that too. But this is like you buy a horse and you race it virtually, which we'll show a little bit later on. But I think we should just buy one more. We've got lots of people here.
Okay.
Want to make sure that
let's go DigiArt to the community. Maybe
okay, yeah.
We can't get a board ape. Can't get one of them. No, unfortunately.
Space apes? Nope, too high.
They're high as well.
Oh, the apes are big. Everyone loves apes. I don't know why. There's just ape projects everywhere.
6 people on the wheel. That's not enough, guys. If you want an NFT, you've got to keep tagging. Get tagging. If you've not tagged, why not? Because you're going to get an NFT, or you've got the chance to win an NFT. Thanks for joining, John. Catching again. I know we've got a catch up at some point, so take it easy.
Oh, what about this Annie monkey? Oh, look at these.
That's quite cool.
Yeah, they're quite
There's not
nifty.
many of them either.
Yeah, let's get one of these. Very limited collection of pixelated monkey friends.
Okay. Everyone wants a monkey friend. Now, which one? Is the one with
this
the
one
McDonald's
looks cool
hat?
with the hat. McDonald's, where's that?
Has he got a McDonald's hat on?
Which one? Oh, yeah, he has. He actually has. There's a Teletubby here, Tinky Winky. You see that? Tinky Winky monkey?
Cross genre. I'd go for the McDonald's hat. Is that expensive?
0.5.
Let's
have a look. I think we've got... Dan has just tagged in Boris Johnson. What are you doing, Dan? You're going mental with it all. I think we've got enough there. We've got enough to get that and the gas fees for people. 100%. No problem.
Oh,
McDonald's
let's do it.
monkey.
The McDonald's
Consider
monkey.
it done.
Oh, damn. Good job I've got this.
There we go. Look, now we've got a whole collection here. So we're going to be giving away all these NFTs to some lucky people. What you just need to do, thanks, John. See you later. You just need to make sure you get a Phantom wallet. Get a Phantom wallet, and we'll reach out to you, and you might be in chance to get an NFT. Look at this. It's even animated.
It is animated. It's a moving NFT. It's a little GIF.
He's crying because he's working at McDonald's. Bless him.
It's amazing. I'm a big fan of that one. I don't think we part with that one. I actually want to keep that one.
Okay.
This is what happens. This is how you get into it.
Yeah.
We will be giving away. So before we do the grand giveaway, let's just recap for the ladies and gents who might be tuning in late, thinking, what the hell's going on? A fresh movement just buying JPEGs, kind of. We've just been talking about all things NFT. So we talked about fungible, non-fungible. We talked about the history of NFTs, how they started quite crudely and they've kind of developed over time. Now there's different types of NFTs, the different marketplaces that you can go to buy them. We also mentioned how this was not financial advice. And we then kind of went into a few of the meme coins, meme tokens. We settled on a few of them and we showed people some of them and the godly prices that they're going for as well. So I think we've covered quite a lot. We've had a bit of fun. We've bought some NFTs and now we're going to give some away.
Yeah.
So
and we've shown you how easy it is. You know, it's easy. So if you want to take part, you can use VV on your app, on your phone, or, you know, use something like Magic Eden. Just make sure you just use official platforms. There are lots of scams that happen. Just be aware of that. If you use a platform like this, it's completely safe.
Cool. I think
so how are we going to randomly pick someone?
Well,
we're just going to scroll through chat and stop.
Man like Ben's already on it. He's got 10 people last time we checked in the prize pot. Barry Chuckle. Barry Chuckle's been tagged in.
He's no longer with us, is he? Barry Chuckle passed away. Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Dan.
It's taking it to a new level. It does say on his LinkedIn profile, actually, it says he's a steam cleaner at Apple.
Maybe he is still with us.
He's definitely not.
Correct us if we're wrong. Ben, let's say...
let us know in the chat.
Let us know in the chat. We're going to do the draw. So if you can pull one lucky name out of the hat of everybody
Ben says he's got a wheel ready.
He's got a wheel. Oh! Shout out Ben, the producer. This is next level. We didn't expect this.
Oh,
so,
wow.
There you go, guys. There's that lucky bunch. Beautiful.
Wow.
All right, Liam, do you want to launch the wheel?
I don't know how to launch the wheel. Let's launch the wheel.
Ben, spin that. Oh!
Oh, so close.
Lisa Cunliffe. Congratulations. Now, I'm very happy about Lisa Cunliffe winning that. I know Lisa Cunliffe. Congratulations. You have won an NFT. Now, which NFT has she won, Liam?
Well, I guess to get the choice, the Lunaroid, Solana Mech. I think we can do one more as well. I think we do one more, and then we'll give the other two away as to a tag and a share. Okay.
Lisa, we are going to pick the Lunaroid because that was the first one, right? Lunaroid, Lisa, you are the proud owner of a Lunaroid. Congratulations!
Wow, unreal. Congrats. Can we do another spin, Ben?
We'll do one more spin for the live peeps, and then we'll keep the other two for the you on-demand people. If you've stuck around now and you're watching on demand, you need respect. So remember, share, comment, and we'll do the draw within a week. So we'll make sure we do the draw within a week. But Ben, spin that.
This is unreal. I can't believe you just pulled this out. Richard Gunter!
Mr. Gunter, you are the proud owner of an NFT. Congratulations.
Wow.
Which was the second one? Maybe we do it in order. So is it the mech?
So we did a Solana mech, yeah. Yeah, so that means that for the people that have shared, we'll give one mech and one monkey. Or maybe two mechs. We'll see what happens. If you want to keep the mech, we'll buy another one.
Wow. So congratulations, Richard. Congratulations, Lisa. All the guys who have joined us live, you will also be put into the draw for the on-demand spin as well. So we'll do that. We might film it. We'll announce it on social over the next week or so. So do not fret. So Dan, Chris, all you guys, I know you are Paul. I know you wanted to be involved and you wanted to win. You've still got an opportunity. Don't you worry.
Absolutely. But yeah, just get your Phantom wallet. That is the key thing. This will speed the process up when we pick the winners. Install a Phantom wallet on your browser, and then literally we'll reach out to you and we'll send you an NFT. Congratulations to all the winners. Thanks for tuning in.
Shout out Dave Grant as well, dropping in, one of our team members. Shout out Dave Grant. Welcome. We've kind of gone over. We've gone over massively. It was like what?
I think we've
1
o'clock. I haven't even eaten today.
I've not. But I have.
You want to do a horse race?
So... I want to do an horse race.
Okay.
I think let's do one. We may as well while we're here, ladies and gentlemen. This is an extended version.
Yeah, it's an extra version. Let me just make sure I've got this all set up correctly. But what we're going to show you is like NFT horse racing. So this is exactly the same thing. So do you want to switch over to the screen, Ben? I'll bring it up. So the NFT is the horse, and then you enter the horse into the races. So our horse is a pink horse, because in line with the brand, of course.
On brand.
Is called Silky Steps. So Silky Steps has just entered a race. We've got waiting for 2 more races right now. And then we'll take part in the race and see what happens.
So just to let you know the history as well, we purchased this horse a few months ago, and essentially we race it infrequently. Now you can pay for some races, can't you? So some races you put them in, you can win money. Some races are just for free. Now your races do add to your horse's tally as well over the time. So obviously, if your horse is winning a lot, it's going to be worth more on the blockchain. If it's losing, it's going to go down in value. Silky Steps has had a bit of I'd say a turbulent start to his career. We've won a few. We've lost a few. We come in the top 3 quite regular, don't we? So, it's quite a popular front runner, I'd say. And let's have a look. Good time Paul Mills. BeGambleAware.org. 100%. As we said, this is not financial advice. Do not take what we say as gospel. Go out and, if you're interested in this world, research and experiment yourself. We're just showing you what we do and what we get up to. So.
This is actually a free race as well. So we've purchased the horse on the Ethereum network. We've transferred it to our wallet. It connects to this website. And then here we've entered our horse into this race here. So we're just waiting for 1 more person to join. And then
I do get excited.
We're ready to go. So there is different types of races. There's different classes, like different types of horse. Like some are better than others, and then the distance as well. So I think Silky Steps does prefer a longer race. Here we go, starting in 1 minute. So we play Watch in 3D, and here we go, people. Here it is. Right, here we go. So it's counting down. So we've got a little bit. I think in a minute. At a minute, it then opens everything up so we can see it. So this is NFT racing.
NFT horse racing.
Yeah. Exactly.
Something I never thought I'd be saying on Fresh Friday last season.
So here we go. So you can see all of the horses. There are sounds for this, but we can't get the sounds in. So it's showing you all the horses.
Ben can
now.
Put some sound in. I know.
Put some music
in Ben we trust. He can get something in. Just to give it a little bit of spice. Wheel.
Oh, yeah. Closing down the tracks, if you care. In gate number 7, a fleet night. In gate number 8, Silky Steps.
Let's go, Silky.
We're on flat. Yes, Paul. No hurdles.
I'm getting pumped.
Are you standing up? So here we go. The race starts in 15 seconds.
Oh, let's go, Silky.
Come on, chat. Let's get hashtag Silky Steps in the chat. Give it all the support we can. It's like Mario Kart Rainbow Road. It is. Here we go, and the horses are off. 2,600 meters. Why are we not going anywhere? Come on. What's going on?
I've never seen this happen before.
No, me neither.
Has the race crashed?
I don't know. It's too much. I think it's like catching up or something. What's happened?
This is interesting.
Never seen
and
this
we've caught
before.
it. We've caught it on stream, so
Maybe it'll just catch
I
up.
have never. The horses have not left
The traps. Okay.
The music is adding to this as well.
They're just gonna
That is
blast off in a minute and go boom.
Go in
This is
chat.
not how
Let's
we
see what's
envisage the
happening.
horse racing.
This is insane. Go into chat, Liam. See if anything's happening in the comments.
Mario Kart Rainbow Road might buy one of these later. Dan Creasy says.
We can have a race together then, Dan. That would be fun.
Oh, here we
Here we go.
Here we go.
I've never seen that in the history
Yeah.
of NFT horse racing, and of which I've been in the community for days now. Here we go, ladies and gents. All eyes on Silky Steps, who I believe is in the middle, taking up, was it gate 8, Liam?
Gate 8, yeah. Currently in position 10th.
We do know that Silky Steps is a hot finisher, though. Slow starter, hot finisher. Puts it all into like
I don't think it's
meters.
working properly because it says there's only 15 seconds left on the race, but we've got a way to go yet, so I don't know what's happening.
I think the
This is
race
what
is
it
just
looks
going to
like.
end. It's just going to end, isn't it?
Maybe. Oh! Okay, the clock's now reversed. Okay. It's going to keep going.
Come on,
then.
Silky!
Come
Let's
on.
go.
What position are we in? Position 9. See if we can
What do
change
you
the
guys
camera
think?
around as well.
Do the
Here we go.
do our viewers think Silky's got a chance?
Oh,
Who's
it's
that in
tense.
Dagwood.
Dagwood.
There's no
Course.
Dagwood's. He's losing it. He's losing it. I've got to say, Silky looks like he's going to come strong. We've got at least 500 meters yet until he picks up pace. Paul Mills says he's traveling well. Oh, who's this now?
Oh, he's
the
picking up
breakout?
now, look!
Come on, Silky!
He's
I can see
picking
him
up
putting
now!
it in now. Here
Come
we
on,
go,
Silky!
boys! It's a 2-horse race. I can see it.
Look at this! Look
Here
at
we
this!
go, ladies and gents. In the last 700 meters,
Come on,
can Silky do it?
600 meters!
Oh, come on.
No,
is
this
intense.
is going to be unreal if we actually win it on stream. That's unreal. Come on,
It's
Silky.
all the positive energy coming from chat. Everybody in
300
chat right now.
300
hashtag
meters.
Silky Steps.
Let's go, Silky!
It's a 1-horse race, ladies and gents.
Come on!
LFG, here we go.
LFG! LFG! Let's
Yes! Silky for the win.
go! Let's go, Silky Steps!
Let's go.
Oh, wow.
Here's no need for a replay. Clear winner.
Oh,
Silky
look at
Steps.
that! Look at that! Yes!
There you go. There you go.
That is NFT
Exhibit-
horse racing for you, ladies and
Exhibit
gents.
A, Fresh Friday, fresh movement at the races
Only,
in NFT
only
world.
the best. Only the best.
And I wish that could have been staged,
Oh.
but live horse
It
racing,
wasn't.
ladies and gents.
That was completely live. Completely live.
Wow.
Wow.
What a way to
Unreal.
finish.
What a way to finish.
Oh, I feel like my weekend has truly started, and that's exactly what Fresh Movement and Fresh Friday is about.
100% agree. 100% agree. Like, it's been a long time since we've done that.
Who needs the Gold Cup? Exactly. There are cups as well. You can actually go to different places to race, different cups, there's different courses. So yeah, interesting, intriguing world. Thank you so much for joining, ladies and gents. This has been the longest Fresh Friday and the first ever on LinkedIn. So thank you for jumping in. We appreciate you all. Thank you for the Facebook fam, the guys on Twitter, YouTube as well. I know you've all been jumping in. So thank you so much. And we will go live again. Who knows when? But we do have some exciting guests who will be joining us again on some Fresh Fridays. Let us know in the comments what you want the next Fresh Friday to be about. Do you want us to talk about more of this stuff? Do you want us to talk about metaverse? Do you want to talk about Bitcoin? It's all on the cards now. And as always, we will let the community decide. So if you want to put in anything you'd like Fresh Friday to be about, get it in chat.
Absolutely. Mate, this has been so much fun.
It really has, and hopefully it's been helpful for people, because I know it's a confusing space, the NFT space, talking about fungible and non-fungible and ledgers and wallets and all that kind of stuff. I hope we've made it simple. Just to repeat, it's not been financial advice, but it has been just our own take on this landscape and how we see it up to today. We might do some talks on the future as well. I think that's going to be exciting. But yeah, keep it locked for another Fresh Friday coming soon. Any last comments from yourself, Liam? Is there anything else you want to add?
I just want to say goodbye, and I need to do it in a certain way, but it's probably best that we save that before we cut. So
goodbye as in, you done?
Bye.